Thank you very much for attending today. We've called you here today because we've been hearing some comments out in the community right across the city, and there's been questions about my health. So I want to make it very clear to everyone, I have not ever hidden my condition, which is rheumatoid arthritis. I've had it for 10 years. During that 10 years, I had numerous different types of treatment, and in the last year and a half, they put me on a new medication called Humira, and it's an auto-injection. I inject myself, and the Humira has been a miracle drug for me. And within 45 days of me being on Humira, I have been symptom-free, and I'm now in remission, and I have been in remission for 12 months. So the arthritis is under control, and it's not impacting how I do my job. And I do my job with passion, and I have to tell you that there are thousands of people in Hamilton that have rheumatoid arthritis, and they go to work every day, and they do their job with passion. And if I can reach out to people in the community and just let them know that there are still options available if you're suffering with rheumatoid arthritis. Don't suffer at home alone, and don't give up on your life, because if you get the right treatment, if you see the doctors and you do what you're told, you can end up living a very fulsome life, just like I am. So hopefully we can inspire some people. But we've heard these comments, and we wanted to clear the air and make sure everyone has the same information. I can dance for you, I can run for you, I could probably do a marathon, I might get out of breath, but the arthritis is in remission, and I'm fully capable of doing the job of mayor.
Why did this come up? Who brought this up? Why does this matter?
It matters because we're hearing from across the community, there are comments being made about my condition and about what people are claiming, my inability to fulfill my role as mayor. And I understand campaigning, I understand politics very well, but this rheumatoid arthritis is a personal issue for me. It's not a campaign issue. It should never be a campaign issue, and I quite clearly can do the job. And to have people talking in the manner that they are and leaving people wondering and guessing about my health is just plain wrong. And so we need to make sure that people have the truth and not the political spin.
Is this concern coming more from other candidates, or is it something you're hearing at the door?
We're not hearing at the door. What we've heard is certain people in some campaigns have let me put it this way. In a political campaign, you have the very public campaign, the signs, the policies. Then you have the silent campaign, the whisper campaigns that happen. This seems to be a part of a whisper campaign, and we're going to cut it off right at the knees. It's profoundly disappointing that it's happening. It's not what Hamiltonians are made of, and the fact that people would try to use the personal issue that I've wrestled with for 10 years to their own advantage is just reprehensible. So we're making sure the public understands very clearly that I'm in great shape and I can do the job, and I'm prepared to do the job, and I'm prepared to do the job for 8 years. I've said from the beginning, I'm on for 2 terms. So I want the public to know that I'm ready for it. Okay?
So in terms of the remission, though I will say, first of all, that you've served as counselor despite the challenge before the remission. Are the doctors very confident that this is going to be a longer remission, that there's not going to be a sudden change?
Yeah, the medication is Humira. And what Humira does, in layman's terms, if you consider my hand the cell that is immune cell, it goes crazy and starts attacking the body. That's what causes arthritis. So all the joints get inflamed. This particular cell, the Humira, has a blocker, and it blocks that TNA cell. So it literally caps it like this, and now it can't do any damage. So it's a biological medicine. It's a marvel of science. And once it kicks in, it continues to work. And so I know arthritis patients who have been on Humira for 8-10 years and completely symptom-free.
How do you spell it?
Humira.
And in terms of if it did come back, you would be able to be accommodated to continue to function as mayor.
People go to work every day with arthritis. I mean, and this is what is so embarrassing about someone trying to make this an issue. People work every single day of their lives with arthritis, with stiffness in the joints, with pain, and you may not even know they have it. So there are thousands of people did it, and I worked with the arthritis in its worst shape, and here I'm symptom free, and I'm doing a hell of a fine job for my ward. My ward re-elected me knowing that I had rheumatoid arthritis. The citizens don't see it as an issue. Other people are trying to make it an issue, and that's just so sad.
Is there one candidate trying to make it an issue, or?
We don't know. It seems to be a mix going on, and it's just wrong.
Brad, if I can change from this issue to other issues, since we're right here in Stoney Creek, and we're right on the boundary between Hamilton and Stoney Creek.
Yep.
The issue of area rating, for example, on this boundary, more so than probably any other, it's a bit of an interesting one because, for example, Eastgate Square is in walking distance of people who live in Stoney Creek. But because transit's area rated, they pay less than somebody who lives the same walking distance on the Hamilton side. What are your thoughts on that issue?
We'll be dealing with area rating later on. Today we're talking solely about this situation.